Hi, we'll talk today about addition and subtraction of real numbers. We'll start our lesson today by the additive identity. So what's additive identity? Additive identity is nothing but a plus 0 will equals to a. It's as simple as that. Anything that we add a 0 to it, we will always get the same thing. So for example, when we have 1 plus 0, that would equal to 1. 2 plus 0, that would equal to 2, and so on. The other thing is, every a, it must have a minus a. And when we are summing a and the minus a, we will always get the 0 again. So when we have a plus a minus a, we will get always a 0. You can just apply this with any number that you see. The second thing, a plus or minus p is nothing but a plus a minus p. What I'm doing here, just see here, I'm converting the negative sign to the positive sign. So what's negative exactly? Negative is nothing but the summation of negatives. So you can convert this form into this form to simplify things. Let's move to the other point, which is properties of negatives. Let's start with the first property. The first property says minus 1 multiplied by a, that would equal to a minus a. Let's see this example with numbers. So when we have a minus 1, 5, that would equal to a minus 5. Or when we have a minus 1 and 11, we'll get a minus 11. And so on. Let's see the next property. The next property says minus a, that would equals to a. When we have a minus multiplied by the other minus, we'll always get a plus sign. So let's see this example in numbers. So when we have a minus 5, we'll get a plus 5. When we have a minus 100, we'll get always a plus 100. The other property says minus a p, that would equal to a minus p, and that would equal to minus a and p. So let's see an example of this property. Just look here that a and p are two numbers that are multiplied by each other. So we can just take the negative out and put the two numbers inside the brackets. So let's see now. We have a 5 minus 5 multiplied by 7 is the same as 5 multiplied by minus 7 is the same as minus 5 multiplied by 7. You can notice here all the answers here will be minus 35. So here's minus 35 equals to minus 35 and equals to minus 35 too. Just keep in mind this formula is very important. Let's see another formula. when we have minus a multiplied by minus p, that would equal to ab. So when we have a minus multiplied by another minus, the minus will be removed and we will just get a positive number. So when we have a minus 5 multiplied by minus 7, that would equal to a plus 35. The minus simply will be removed. Let's see another property. Minus a plus p is nothing but minus a minus p. We are distributing this minus. So a minus multiplied by a, it will be minus a, and minus multiplied by plus p, it will be a minus p. We can see an example. We have minus 5 plus 7. That would equal to minus 5 minus 7, and that would equal to minus 12. Let's see another property. Minus a minus p is nothing but p minus a. So just notice here that we can distribute this minus here. So it will be minus multiplied by a, it will be minus a, and minus multiplied by minus p, it will be plus p. And when we are rearranging this terms here, so it will be p minus a, and we are getting the exact same formula here. Let's see an example. So if we have minus 5 plus 7, so it's nothing but 7 minus 5, or it's nothing but, if we have a minus here, let me write the example again. If we have minus 5 minus 7, it's nothing but minus 5 plus 7, and that would equal to 2. Or we can just say simply, it's nothing but, let me write it here, it's nothing but 7 minus 5, and that would equal to 2. We can expand this property. We can take more than 2 terms. So we can say minus a plus p minus c. That would equal to, when we are distributing this minus multiplied by positive a, it will be minus a, minus multiplied by a positive b would be minus p, and minus multiplied by negative c, it will be a positive c, because minus multiplied by a minus is always a positive quantity. We can see an example. So when we have a minus 1 plus 2 minus 3, to be nothing but minus multiplied by 1 is negative 1, minus multiplied by positive 2 is negative 2, minus multiplied by negative 3, it's a positive 3. So when we are summing these terms, we will get 0. Minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3, and minus 3 plus 3 is 0. Okay. Let's see some examples. The first example says, expand this. So we can just distribute the negative. So the negative here will be distributed. So negative multiplied by x is negative x, and negative multiplied by a positive 2, it will be a negative 2. So this is the last answer that we have. So the negative will be distributed. Let's see another example. Example number 2 says minus x plus y minus z. So as in the previous example, we'll just distribute the negative. So minus multiplied by plus x, it will be a negative x. Minus multiplied by a positive y, it will be a minus y. And minus multiplied a minus z, it will be a plus z. It's as simple as that. We are just distributing the negative sign. Just keep in your mind this point. So when we have a different signs, for example a negative multiplied by a positive or a positive multiplied by a negative, we always get a negative. Or when we have a positive multiplied by positive or negative multiplied by negative, we will always get a positive sign.